Translates in its native tongue to way of harmonizing energy. Karate, Kung Fu, Aikido. This martial art form most closely translates in its native tongue to way of harmonizing energy. Karate, Kung Fu, Aikido. Now, when you put it that way, I mean, that sounds beautiful, doesn't it? Martial arts are beautiful. I took Taekwondo in college, actually. Yeah, it was kind of a requirement for us theater students. We had to do martial arts, which I thought was really cool. And we did it in Washington Square Park. How incredible is that? We got to connect in nature. So kind of like this. But that was Taekwondo. The answer here is a bit different, and a lot of you are looking like you know it without my help. Again, we're looking at karate, kung fu, or aikido, and I don't know, this is maybe one of the closer polls that we run on a question 8, I would say. So good, it's a good thing that you're here. Again, we do this every single night, so if you want a little heads up in one of the trivia questions, definitely tune in tomorrow or the night after that. But we are looking for aikido here. 40% of you knew that. You didn't need my help. And this translates to way of harmonizing energy. Yeah, a lot of times we see the martial arts and we think punches and jabs and that sort of thing. There's a beautiful fluidity to it though. And Aikido literally translates to that. How cool is that? Did you get it? 4068 says, I have not won yet. Did you happen to know the answer to that one without me, or were you happy that you tuned in tonight? Langley says, yay, I'll take that as a you knew that, maybe? Electra Blue 9 says no, and Zaft says thanks. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to give you an answer. I'm here to educate you on how to make money on display when trivia is not happening, because that's what this app's about. Making sure you get paid to post, right? That's what it's about, for sure. And we get to hang out. And on a Monday, honestly, that's kind of what it's about for me. I like to wrap up my Monday by hanging out with all of you. Okay, I want to show off some of your content. We're going to do that right when we come back and talk about some of the trending hashtags on this app, so stay with us. Well, my friends, that time of year is upon us again. Nope, not the holidays. Although Black Friday deals are starting to trickle in, I'm not talking about the amazing prices on the Dyson V11 vacuums or brand spanking new Nespresso machines. Seriously, it's called Bed Bath & Beyond because that's where they go for their customers. Above and beyond is what I'm getting at here. Bed Bath & Beyond. The point is, although I'm super excited to save big on a new cast iron skillet, I'm most excited for National Clean Out Your Fridge Day. That's right, friends. Let's shimmy into some of those elbow-length rubber gloves and whip out the Clorox wipes. Those Indian leftovers from July? Look at the tandoori chicken, it was good. But it had its day in the sun. Well, the fridge light, basically the same thing. The point is, the bag of spinach that you used one handful of before it went bad, just throw it out. You can't turn back time on that. You can, however, be as prepared as possible heading into today's game. And how is that, you might ask? Well, if you didn't today, always tune in for the pre-show at 7:30 because you'll almost usually get a free answer to one of tonight's questions. Also, make sure your profile is completed and that you are actively posting. It's the only way you're gonna get paid, displayers. All right, enough chit chat. Let's open up this Tupperware and see what's in store. Day old veggie lasagna? Nope, it is piping hot trivia right out of the oven. Answer all 10 questions correctly and you could win $500. It's time for display trivia. Question 1. Complete the following English language idiom. Go big or go wild, go big or go home, go big or go crazy. Complete the following English language idiom. Go big or go wild, go big or go home, go big or go crazy. You can really go wherever you want with this one. Take it and run with it. Wait, no, actually don't run with it. If you go too far, you won't be connected to Wi-Fi or you'll lose your 5G. Either way, not good. Stay put, but let your mind run wild. Go big or go nuts. Go big or go green. Go big or go your own way. Nope, there's only one way to finish this phrase. Did you go where the money is? Go big or go home. Let's get going into question 2. Which of the following is not a game traditionally played with dominoes? Mexican Train, Chicken Foot, Texas Hold'em. Which of the following is not a game traditionally played with dominoes? Mexican Train, Chicken Foot, Texas Hold'em. My favorite domino game? Seeing how many rounds of solitaire I can win while waiting for my pizza to arrive. If that thing doesn't come within 30 minutes, it's free. You remember that. I don't want any pizza injustice happening on my watch. You ordered that meat lover's thick crust, and that meat lover's thick crust you will have. What are our thoughts on day-old pizza? Cold the next morning? Come on, we've all done it. It's the day-old underwear of leftovers. It's only gross if you tell people. And I'm telling you people that Texas Hold'em is a poker game played with cards. Make like dominoes and line them up, because it's question 3. The superhero who protects Gotham has a sidekick that shares its name with what bird? Robin, Crow, Jay. The superhero who protects Gotham has a sidekick that shares its name with what bird? Robin, Crow, Jay. A bird name for a sidekick? I mean, that doesn't sound too intimidating. Let's think about this. From like a superhero's perspective, you want a sidekick who's not going to steal your thunder. You know, like their name can't be more fearsome than yours. You're the one they're paying to see. And birds, well, like just scary enough. I mean, Alfred Hitchcock made an entire thriller about them. Hey Al, you working on a new scary movie? Is it about a ghost or something? Nah man, just birds. What? Birds aren't scary. Hold my beer. Batman's sidekick is of course Robin, as in Robin Hood, or those birds with red chests that lay blue eggs. Question 4. What is the title given to a woman who receives a knighthood? Lady, Dame, Madam. What is the title given to a woman who receives a knighthood? Lady, Dame, Madam. Yes, women can be all things, including but not limited to knights. And knights don't have to fight. That used to be their thing, but these days they seem to mostly make movies, play soccer, you know, that kind of thing. Fun stuff. Hey, could that knight defeat someone in battle? If it's Patrick Stewart as Captain Picard on Star Trek, then yeah, Sir Patrick can kick intergalactic butt and still look sleek as heck, okay? Today's knights are just in service of the Empire, and that can be in the arts, sciences, really whatever or wherever their service has been exemplary, my good sir. What do we call these ladies who slay? Dames. Dame! You're on Q5 already. All of the following planets in our solar system have no moons except Mars, Venus, Mercury. All of the following planets in our solar system have no moons except Mars, Venus, Mercury. No moons? What? That's a total ripoff. No tides? No phases? No one thing to blame when everyone was being rude on the highway or your kids were acting up at bedtime? I'll go on. On these planets with no moon, what do you use as slang for a person's full bare bottom? What's your favorite kind of Belgian wheat ale? Blue what? What does Neil Young sing about when he's in love with you on this harvest what? The moon is not just practical, it's personal. There's a man made of cheese up there or something. But some planets have no moons and some have moons for days. Mercury and Venus, no moons for them quite yet. Question 6. The historical figures responsible for Julius Caesar's assassination was a member of what governing body? The triumvirate, the Senate, the consul. The historical figures responsible for Julius Caesar's assassination was a member of what governing body? The triumvirate, the Senate, the consul. As the soothsayer said, beware the Ides of March. Okay, LOL, what? What's an Ide even? And why can't we just walk? Why do we have to march? I mean, does no one else feel silly? I mean, whatever. Guess it burns more calories. Okay, yeah, that was good. I felt that. I feel good about that. Okay, but for real, the Ides of March was the day Julius Caesar was assassinated. I know, but that's what happens when you become so powerful that people are intimidated. Watch out, Adele, I've got my eye on you. The Ides is the 15th of the month, which makes today the Ides of November. But the only thing I want y'all to kill today is this game. The Senate got together to quite literally stab Caesar in the back. Guys, I said Hail Caesar, not Impale Caesar. Whoops. Question 7. Which of the following is not a figure in the board game with the main character originally named Rich Uncle Moneybags? Rich Uncle Pennybags. Officer Mallory, Jake the Jailbird, Robber Baron. Which of the following is not a figure in the board game with a main character originally named Rich Uncle Pennybags? Officer Mallory, Jake the Jailbird, Robber Baron. Okay, I have some questions. I mean, how rich can he really be? It even says it in his name. His bags are just full of pennies. Those are literally only worth 1 cent a piece. I mean, even a bag full of pennies, still not that much money. I mean, a bag of quarters, like now that's a chunk of change. Now we're talking. You could do laundry for months with that. But a bag of pennies? I mean, even with inflation, those things are just taking up pocket space, making you jingle and jangle like a miserly Christmas elf. But Rich Uncle Pennybags, later rebranded as Mr. Monopoly, taught us all the joys of commercial real estate. And Jake the Jailbird is the name for the man behind the bars when you go to jail and do not collect $200. Question 8. This martial art form most closely translates in its native tongue to way of harmonizing energy. Karate, Kung Fu, Aikido. This martial art form most closely translates in its native tongue to way of harmonizing energy. Karate, Kung Fu, Aikido. You already know this one if you tuned into the pre-show. Damn! Martial art's so badass, it doesn't even need a vicious name. It's so secure in who it is. It's just like, yeah, I kick butt by harmonizing energy. You're telling me you stab people? Whoa, brother, not cool. Also, way messy. You're probably gonna wanna keep it tied to Go Pen on hand. This martial art is Japanese, and it works by using your partner's own strength against them. Wow, that is some ice-cold blackmail stuff. But what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, or wish it had. But y'all are staying alive, alert, awake, and enthusiastic here. Aikido is the martial art. Question 9. The U.S. government building named after the former director of the FBI who established the fingerprint file is located in which city? Washington, D.C., Los Angeles, New York, New York. The U.S. government building named after the former director of the FBI who established the fingerprint file is located in which city? Washington, D.C., Los Angeles, New York, New York. Yes, this person had quite a controversial tenure during their time as FBI director. But what's so controversial about fingerprints? Not much as far as I can see. We all have our own unique ones. Not controversial? Cool as heck that no person in the history of the world, living or dead, has had your exact fingerprints? Fingerprints, as far as I'm concerned, no controversy here, just beautiful creations from nature. It's perfectly safe Thanksgiving dinner fodder. And Sally can't walk out over fingerprints. Unless, of course, J. Edgar Hoover used fingerprints to track criminals, which he did, and was pretty revolutionary at solving crimes. This building, named for him, is located in Los Angeles. And it's time now for the final question. The question is this. This device that comes from the Latin root for shade became the common name for a 2014 revolution in what Asian city? Beijing, Hong Kong, Shanghai. This device that comes from the Latin root for shade became the common name for a 2014 revolution in what Asian city? Beijing, Hong Kong, Shanghai. I've only ever been a part of one revolution. And so what if it was the Dance Dance Revolution, okay? We made an impact stomping left, left, right, left. And for some of us whose mothers wouldn't pay for dance classes, well, that was our only outlet. Well, you say you want a revolution? Are you sure? Because those things can get pretty messy. Uproar in the streets, property damage, large crowds. Revolution is not for the faint of heart. And this relatively recent one that happened in 2014 as a part of the Occupy movement was nicknamed the Umbrella Revolution. Umbra comes from the Latin for shade, and this revolution took place in Hong Kong. Well, my friends, you came, you slayed, you displayed, and you got paid. Or getting paid, I don't know. I know I don't need to say it because y'all are so smart, but make sure your profiles are completed so you can collect all your winnings from this game, okay? All right, hit the showers and then hit the books because we do it all again tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. But make sure to tune in to the pre-show at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 30 minutes before, to get an answer. I'll see you soon. Bye.